Mason Greenwood and the JFF have done their part, and the baton is now in Pika's hand for anchor.
Jamaica have a lifeline. How about this?
Big up Gunnaz. I hear that. Don't know something that Gunnaz will say, but big up Gunnaz.
If you are a newcomer, please remember and do not forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Particularly like. We want you guys to like the video and get this video to 100 likes. I know you guys can do it. We're going to get to over 1,000, maybe 2,000, maybe even 3,000 views on this video. So, yeah, man, just go ahead and like the video. Almost can get 100 likes minimum. And if you're a part of that 63% of people who watch the Gunnaz YouTube channel on a regular and are not subscribing, I don't know what on God's green earth are you guys waiting on. You guys keep on watching videos. So just hit the fat red subscribe button right now and smash notification bell so that you can be notified whenever we do post videos, right? I want you guys to also go ahead and check us out on our socials at 876 Gunnaz on Instagram and TikTok. And lastly, if you want to support us monetarily, you can do so by buying us a coffee, and you can find the link below in the description. Now, Michael Ricketts spoke with a CVM reporter, right, on CVM Sports News, where he was basically asked a few questions about Mason Greenwood's arrival. So in this video, I will be going through the points that Michael Ricketts made in that short interview and debunking and going a bit deeper into those points that he made. So yeah, just stick around for that. So the president was basically asked about the passport process of Mason Greenwood. Now, the last time that we made any videos about Mason Greenwood, it was reported, right, that he had officially asked, or the JFF had officially asked, with the permission of Mason Greenwood, to go and ask the England FA for the transfer of allegiances from him representing England to him representing Jamaica. That seemed to be a very quick process. England seemed to not want him at all.
But there's one player who's shining at the moment who's not in the squad. This player is Mason Greenwood. Are you watching his game in Marseille? He's still considered as a player you can hold?
Yeah, Mason wasn't a player that we can consider, to be honest now. I'm aware of how he's doing, but he wasn't under consideration.
But the current interim England manager, right, was asked about Mason Greenwood and the fact that he's an on-form player who can represent England, and he was not selected for the team. And he went on to say that he was not in his eyesight as it relates to being selected for England. He was not available for selection, despite the good form that Mason Greenwood started off the season with, which would suggest, and which did suggest, that England is completely done and finished with Mason Greenwood. So JFF decided to speed up their chase for him, them alongside Steve McClaren, and they asked for that switching of allegiance. And that was the last bit of news that we got about Mason Greenwood. Mr. Ricketts also went on to say that he's very optimistic about the process and he's expecting it to be completed very soon, and he is in constant talking with Pika on the matter. He also went on to mention Reggae Boyz former coach Punk Hallgrimsson. Every time I hear the man talk about that man, Coach Punk Hallgrimsson, I just want to tear him up. You see me? Coach Punk Hallgrimsson, brother. Punk that. You see me? He's currently failing at Ireland, and I hope he continues to fail at Ireland, and for the rest of his coaching career, he should fail. I'm hoping him fail. Go back to tongue dentist and go fix people teeth. Big idiot boy. But yeah, Ricketts went on to mention how he, Punk Hallgrimsson, and the current Reggae Boyz coach Steve McClaren is keen and was keen as it relates to Punk Hallgrimsson on getting Mason Greenwood in, because it would just be such a big deal. And ever since Steve McClaren has been here, he has been trying to expedite that process, not only on the documentation side, but specifically making sure that he's in talks and speaking with Mason Greenwood regularly so that he does not jump ship or does not change his mind. And yeah, I think we are almost 90% confident now that Mason Greenwood will be representing Jamaica, and there's no going back. And yeah, Mr. Ricketts was also pressed about Mason Greenwood's past and what stuff of his past, as you guys should know well about right now, what kind of impact that might have on Jamaica's football and brand Jamaica. And I'm going to play the response for Michael Ricketts, what Michael Ricketts had to say about the journalist, or to the journalist, when they asked him about Mason Greenwood's past and how that could affect his future going forward and Jamaica's football future and brand Jamaica, right?
No, not really. I mean, he was exonerated by court of law. So I mean, that would have said that once he was exonerated, then all is well. We have no issues with that.
Yeah, but just want to put something out there. We did something very similar to that. Just ask questions about that situation, but yet still people want to quote unquote cancel we. So I'm not going to cancel CVM, you dumb fucks. Brother, I'm not laugh for doing right now in that big man thing, brother. Not laugh for doing that. Go cancel CVM just like I don't want to cancel we. And move in front of my face. But yeah, anyway, this is what Mr. Ricketts had to say about that situation. All in all, I had predicted Mason Greenwood to really be in the Jamaica setup by at least next year. You see me? But based on the way how Mr. Ricketts is speaking, he seems very optimistic. I don't know if I just chop him a chop with, but he is an optimistic lad, or he's an optimistic person naturally. But he just came off a bit more optimistic. And I'm thinking maybe we might see Mason Greenwood even in that October window. You might never know. But if not, there's no rush. Our next World Cup qualifier campaign, which is what he will be here for, is way in June 2025. So, yeah, bro, if he's there by then, and based on how he's speaking, I definitely expect him to be there when we are going to be playing British Virgin Islands next year, June 2025. So, yeah, fam. It's a very good look. I really want to see Mason Greenwood come and represent this national team. So yeah, bro, man, them just need to just deal with the thing the right way and get his documents started so he can forward and do the best thing for Jamaica football, which is to be himself, score goals, give assists, and be that talisman that is going to spearhead us into World Cup qualification. And who knows, with him and a few other acquisitions that we might have, if the chemistry is there and the chemistry builds, we might even see ourselves in the knockout stages of that World Cup. But only time will tell. We just have to wait and see. But yeah, Mason Greenwood is having a brilliant season so far this season. He signed a permanent contract with Marseille, and he has 5 goals in 5 matches so far. Brilliant in Liga. So yeah, hopefully this form continues. Not even hopefully, I know it will continue. At the start of the season, when I saw that he was going to Marseille, I predicted that he's going to score 30 goals in that league. Whether in all competitions or in the league, I just know or think if he does not have any injuries, he will hit 30 goals in that league this season. So yeah, bro, and he's only 22. He's going to be 23 on the 1st of October, I should say. So just imagine if Jamaica can get him in this early, right? He's going to literally have his whole career here playing for Jamaica. And a lot of people don't realize how big of a magnitude of a player Mason Greenwood is. If Mason Greenwood decides, or when Mason Greenwood is officially representing Jamaica, a whole lot of other players will follow suit. It will be reminiscent of when CR7 went to Saudi Arabia to play in the Saudi Pro League. You just started to see a whole lot of other players follow suit and follow behind him because it's Cristiano Ronaldo. If Cristiano Ronaldo goes shamelessly, then the rest of them are going to go shamelessly, right? And I think it's the same for Mason Greenwood. If a player of Mason Greenwood's stature says, hey, I'm going to play for Jamaica, no matter the reason why, you will see that other players will start to look at the team. They'll be seeing Mikel Antonio. They'll be seeing Demarai Gray. They'll be seeing Leon Bailey, right? They'll be seeing a Mason Greenwood, right? They'll be seeing players in and around you, the Ethan Pinnocks, the Andre Blakes, right? And they will be seeing that this team is becoming a very, very good team, and they will follow suit. It's not going to be hard to start pulling players if we can pull Mason Greenwood. And I think that is more what the coach is looking at. If he can pull that Mason Greenwood, he knows that it's going to make his job 10 times easier when it comes to selling other players to come and represent this national team. So I don't wrong them for focusing on this main target first, because once we get in this target, the rest will just follow suit. So yeah, guys, that was it. We've been on a break for a long period of time. I've been busy with work, but yeah, should be back to regular programming, as you guys can expect videos every day or every other day. And yeah, I'm back. Stay tuned for the JPL content as well. We will be doing JPL content. I was at the Portmore versus Racing game. Racing, I'm a second team in the league this year because, so we're going to follow them from tier 2 forward up. Racing kick off with Waterhouse, which is my first team in the league, right? So, but they have to bring Waterhouse for the game, though. But they don't want Racing for the well. But yeah, but you go watch a Racing game, and Racing dominate Portmore. And Portmore coach get fired as well, right after that game. I was at the match, and the man even, brother, as the match done, it's like them, they tell him, say, if you lose a match, you're going to get fired. Because as the match done, the dog just walk down yard, brother. No jokes. The man even go in that dressing room, nothing. The man just walk off I feel and dip, dog. No jokes. Does it mean man I go focus on SBF, stats coach as well. So yeah, guys, stay tuned for that JPL preview. We're gonna do some more JPL content. So yeah, man, just remember to like the video, subscribe, comment, and share. Follow us on our socials at 876 Gunnaz on Instagram and TikTok. And lastly, if you want to support us monetarily, you can do so by buying us a coffee, and you can find the link below in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Jamaica have a lifeline. How about this?
Big up Gunnaz, I hear that. Don't know some of the Gunnaz myself, but big up Gunnaz.